Ladies and gentlemen, we need to understand that in Zambia, when you talk about pollution, it is something that has been affecting our people in different communities within the country Zambia. Now, when the Sino metal disaster happened on the 18th of February this year, is that our focus was on that incident, but not many of us also knew that part of the northern part of Zambia, where there is a Kanchiria and also Shiwangandu there, okay, some streams or rivers per se had been also polluted with heavy metals like mercury or even lead and so on. Now, nobody seemed to be concerned, okay, because the manifestation, or rather the effects of these pollutions, or rather the pollutants, the heavy metals that pollutes our streams, our environment, both terrestrial ecosystem and also aquatic ecosystem, cannot be understood, or we don't even understand the magnitude over time of the manifestation. And this is a problem that we have. And it only takes maybe the outside people to come to understand, to tell us, to say, this was polluted so much, and we are investing so much in order to clean up these streams or rivers. Now, if you're watching this video, I want you to understand, because I'm speaking from expert point of view. Okay? I'm speaking from an expert point of view. When you are talking about water pollution or environmental pollution, this is what you need to understand. Okay? The pollution may seem to be very simple, okay, because there is no immediate, okay, there is no immediate manifestation of their effects on the human health. Now, as somebody who understands both aquatic ecosystem and also a terrestrial ecosystem like the land, the trees, and all that, we understand that when the pollution occurs in the water, okay, now there is one species that is much important to our health, the growth, the nutrition, and everything we get to be where we are, is the fish. Now, the fish, through the gills, it is absorbing, okay, it is absorbing all these heavy metals. Now, they are accumulating over time. They are accumulating over time. So what that means is that the compound is increasing its concentration in the fish or in whatsoever that is in the water. So this implies that we may not eat the fish there from the wild, like from the natural river, like, for example, here in Kitwe on the Gover Belt, the Kafua River has got some fish. So people goes there fishing. They might catch the fish that has been absorbing water. I mean, those heavy metal, the pollutants coming from the mining companies, and they are discharging those pollutants into the river. Now, a fisherman or somebody who catches fish from any stream or the river is going to catch the fish. I mean, he or she catches the fish and goes and eat the fish or sell, and somebody eats. Now, those pollutants or the heavy metals might have effects in terms of cancer, in terms of neurological disorder, in terms of respiratory problems like something to do with breathing and everything like that. So we are not looking from the point of what is the when will this actually start happening. So nobody is telling us, okay, the perspective of the healthy, the perspective of an environmental scientist like me, from the perspective of a mining engineer. All these people, we have the common knowledge that we just need to add some some lime in order to stabilize, obviously, the pH level. It is not just the pH. Okay? The moment the pollutant falls into the water, it's too late. Okay? It is too late because nobody can calculate the concentration of, let's say, mercury or even copper itself that has been discharged in the water for the past 100 years. Okay? When I did the research, okay, copper, Zambia has been mining copper since, or maybe for the past 100 years, which is more than even a century. So, you have to keep this video, okay? I'm not trying to prophesy. You know, after some time from now, we are going to be having those kind of challenges. Now, when those challenges start happening, people will not understand that there was sino metal pollution there, there was this pollution there, and all these effects, okay, combined, okay, will actually result into something very disaster. And I'm speaking as an expert, I know what I'm talking about. So, Zambians, we need to wake up and understand. I know that there is an advocate, there is some sort of like a peaceful demonstration about saving our environment, stop the pollution and all that. But people must be told the truth. Imagine cancer hospitals, you know, things to do with respiratory, dementia, all these kind of disorders. Look at the infrastructure of our health system. It is we don't have so much of those infrastructures in the healthy sector. So that will be a future economic burden, okay, on the Zambian people. So share this message that a pollution occurred, an incident of pollution occurred on Chambishi. So there is Mwambashi River, and this Mwambashi River now discharges the water into the Kafue River. And the Kafue River provides domestic use of its water. And the water, like we drink the water, we bath, okay? People, mineral companies, they get, okay? Obviously, some other people, they use the water for different purposes. The Kafue River also goes as far as Lusaka province, and within Lusaka province, there is a district called Kafue, and this is where the name comes from. And now we understand the sanitation importance of the Kafue River, that it almost provides water to the entire Zambia. And even before you talk about the Zambezi River, the Kafue River discharges into the Zambezi, and very soon there will no longer be fish in the Zambezi River because we are sort of like very passive people. We can't act, you know. We are not proactive people. So when things are happening, we are laughing, we are not acting as if there are no people to do the right thing. Now, if many of us don't talk about this one, it will be too late. So I've spoken, I've actually said from expertise, expert standpoint of view, that not just the sino metal incident, but we need to stifle, we need to restrict, okay, to give these people, the penalties once they do things like that. We shouldn't be allowing people that are destroying the environment, because the environment is everything. Without the environment, we can't exist. So, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Follow.